Hello folks, it's Gonzo coming back at you. I've got the 6mm out here now. I'm going to attempt to run some of these that I've loaded up. I've got 38 grains of powder, 39 grains of powder, 40, 41, 42, and 43 grains of powder. Goes from the full length of my recipe suggestions, from minimum load all the way to the maximum load. I've got 3 shots each. I've got 7 targets down there. You notice I only got 6. I want to shoot, my first 3 are going to be factory rounds, 100 grain. These are 75 grain. I'm going to do that mainly just to get my barrel warmed up a little so that there's no difference in these. And I'll also take some time out between shots to let my barrel cool. And we're going to just take our time, shoot some of these things, see how they go, and figure out which one of these loads is best for me. So let me turn on my Alright, sorry about that. Got to turn on my chronograph. And we have it on. Let me put on my ears. And first thing I'm going to shoot is a factory 100 grain core lock Remington. Go ahead and take 3. We're going to shoot groups with 3 shots of each one. Alright, so here we go, folks. First target, top left, 100 grain. That was 3,053 feet per second on my factory load. Trying to catch these and it ain't working right. Alright, last one of the factory loads. That one was 3,064 feet per second. That one was 3,002, so that was 50 to 60 feet per second slower. So that's what I don't like about factory ammunition. You get differences. So now let me reset that chronograph and we'll get onto the good. All right, now I'm going to not warm yet. These are 38 grain. I'm going to test them out next. These are my hand loads. These are the Hornady VMAX, excuse me, 75 grain that I loaded myself. See if they're a little more consistent with the speed, and see what kind of group we can get. Second target to the middle target on top, 38 grain. That was 3,152 feet per second. Pretty quick. Not as quick as I was expecting, but we're getting ready to get faster. next one. Ooh, I think I pulled that one. May not be good. Alright, that's 3,242 feet per second. Honestly, didn't look the last one. Okay, so that's 3,200 feet per second. The factory rounds were 3,000. So let's let this thing cool just a minute. And we'll get back to it in just a second. Alright folks, that thing's had some time. Okay, let's go ahead and take another shot here. This time we're doing the 39 grains, and we're shooting the top right target. And here we go. That's 3,297 feet per second. That's 3,253 feet per second. And that's 3,266 feet per second. Alright, that's our 39 grain. So now, let's go ahead and shoot another round here of the 40 grain. After these, we'll let it cool again. This one, we're shooting the bottom left-hand target. That's 3,256 feet per second. $3,283 feet per second. $3,343 feet per second. So definitely my hand loads are a little more inconsistent than I thought they were. Or my chronograph is one. But that's the nature of these chronographs. It's hot out here today. It's 90 degrees. So it could be just the way the bullet's going through it, or it could be the humidity. Anything like that will affect it. But right now we're going to let this thing cool. Yeah, she's warm. I got to let that cool. While I'm letting this thing cool a little bit, I thought I'd let you see kind of what I'm looking at here. There's my chrono. Way down there is my target. And look, a couple of rabbits in between here and my target down there. I'm sure it's been about 20 minutes since I shot. I'm sure these rabbits are going to take off on my first shot. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And there's my chronograph. Here's another look at the rifle while I'm here. Can't get the light too good here on this, but hopefully you can see a little bit of it. It's just a single power Deerfield 4x32. I don't know if you can actually see that good or not, but that's my Parker and Hale rifle. It's a good looking little rifle. It's old. It's probably about the same age as I am, about 50 years old, a little older. Hadn't never looked up to see exactly, but she's a good looking rifle. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to see the rabbits mainly. They'll run on the first shot. Folks, we're back to it. Get the seat right here. Alright, we're down to the 41 grain bullets. I went ahead while I wrote down all my speeds except for one I forgot to mention. I want to go ahead and shoot the 41 grain projectiles now. And they will go to the bottom middle. Just as I suspected, the rabbits took off. Can't blame them. That was 3,359 feet per second flying over their head. If you don't watch me, I'll forget every time. Alright, last one of the 41. That one was the exact same. It was 3359. Pretty good. Got an error on that one. I had it sitting a little too far to the side of the chronograph. Let me reset the chronograph. Let me just turn this off a second, make sure everything's aimed up right. We're back again. The chronograph got an error that time. It could have been just misaligned, anything like that. But now we're going to do the 42 grain bullets. I also got a little cut on my finger. Not exactly sure what I got it on. I'll have to look at the video and see if I can figure out what cut me. Alright, here's the 42 grainers going to the bottom right target. Alright, that's 3,452 feet per second. Ah, that's how I did it with my bow. I just about did it again. That's 3,488 feet per second. Last one of these 42. That's 3,457 feet per second. Alright. We might as well shoot these last ones. get them over with. This is the maximum load for this round according to my book that I was loading by. So let's see what happens. These go to the single target on the bottom by itself. That's 3,576 feet per second. That's fast. 3,576. That's 3,567. And our last shot. That is 3,501. All right. Take these off now, and I'll go collect that target. We'll inspect and see what got the best group. Now, just mind you, I'm not the best shooter in the world, but so this will give me a good representation of what I need to start loading. And I'm planning on replacing this old 4x32 scope. It's been a good scope, but I think I'm going to put something a little more powerful so I can get some zoom in action and get some longer range out of it. So anyway, I'll be back. Here's the chart of my speeds in case you wanted to look at them. This one is my factory round 100 grain core locked. And these are powder weights here. Those are all 75 grain Hornady VMAX. So here's the results. Not very impressive with the core locked 100 grains. 38 grains, a little over an inch group. Then 39 grains, spread a little more. 40 grains is coming in a little bit. 41, I've got a good group. That's about a 1 inch group. 42 grains that flew way out, and 43 grains that flew way out. So right here is our recipe. 41 grains of powder that I'm using, and that's going to be what I use. So there again is the rifle. It's Parker and Hale, and yes, she is hot. This thing gets hot when you start throwing lead through it at 3,500 feet per second. And yes, I am going to replace this old Deerfield, I do believe. It's been a real good scope, and it still is a decent scope. It'll outdo me on most days, for sure. But anyway, folks, that's just me trying to work up a load for some bullets that I'm loading. All right, folks, thanks. Bye. All right, folks, so a couple of takeaways from what we learned today is that if you're loading ammunition for any rifle or pistol too for that matter, you cannot just look at a recipe and say, okay, I'm going to load this max because I want it to go fast. You've got to sit down and fire these things in groups, see what does the better performance for you. A fast bullet isn't always the best way to go. As a matter of fact, sometimes that can be the worst way to go. Today, I saw the mid-range, 41 grains of powder is exactly what did the best group. So that's what I'm going to stick with. But now, on other things I've loaded, I found that the higher range was better. And some things I found the lower range to be better. It all depends on your barrel, your gun, and various other factors too can affect it. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that. And I don't know if you can see it, but our rabbits are already back. They don't seem to care. As I walked down there to retrieve the target, one of them was still down there within 10 yards of my target right there on the edge of the woods. And as I walked by, he just looked at me. I was 5 yards from him when I walked by. He didn't even act like he knew I was there. These rabbits are either stupid or just don't care. I'm not going to shoot them, but I guess they know that. But whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that don't assume when you get something that you can make that thing the fastest round out there and still be good. If you saw that 43 grain, I mean, I had like a 3-inch group on it. That threw that thing wild. So and I was holding on dead on every time. So you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna soup this round up as fast as it'll go and expect to have a great round. It may work for you. Your barrel, the particular bullets, that may work the best for you. Who knows? You just have to get out and test it and try. But anyway, that's really all I've got for you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.